Global Ethics Corner from the Carnegie Council.
The brutal rape and murder of a 23-year-old college student in India's capital has sparked global outrage and national soul-searching. But nowhere has the horror been more deeply felt than in New Delhi itself, where news of the deadly gang rape has led to weeks of protest and promises of swift retribution. For many, the punishment of choice is obvious: death. But for all the talk of punishment, a more important conversation is underway. This one focused on deterrence. Across India, women's rights advocates say their country must embrace a long-term process of societal transformation if other rapes are to be deterred. Experts say that at the core of this transformation lie two things: the rule of law and family honor. Rape is a crime in India, but it's rarely prosecuted. That's in part because of problems with India's sexual assault laws, which critics say are too narrow. But it's also because many officials refuse to enforce existing legislation. Too often, judges hand down lenient sentences, and police side with perpetrators, not victims. Many feminists believe the roots of the problem run even deeper. They say most victims don't press charges not simply because they fear impunity for their attackers, but because they feel ashamed. In many parts of India, rape is regarded as an attack, not just on a woman's security, but on her family's honor. Rape victims are asked to focus not on repairing their own mental and physical health, but on sparing their families further indignity. Many victims are thus forced to marry their rapists. Far too often, this means that India's women find solace not in the law, but in suicide. As Indians ponder the punishment of the Delhi gang rapists, what do you think? What steps can India take to deter rape both in the short and long term? Marlena Sperry wrote this week's Global Ethics Corner. I'm Terrence Hurley of Carnegie Council.
Made possible by the Carnegie Council for Ethics in International Affairs. Post a comment at www.carnegiecouncil.org.